Alright, what's going on everyone? Kaboodle here, back with some more Alan Wake 2, a lighthouse. Well, we have made it down to the, what they call it, the page development floor. So, what's going on down here? What kind of nonsense they got going on? Some doors over here we didn't actually go into. Is this ATD output, valuation and grading? Got here.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
Crazy. I wasn't expecting that. Words per sentence, max 12 in 1. Average is 0.71. Is co-heads one word or two? Style contains dialogue, clipped phrasing, third person, omniscient, broad timeline. Story concepts: Marmonts, Diana and Jules, FBC Lake House, conflict, water, dark. Okay.
Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Dang. So I guess that's the painter right there, Rudolph Lane. They're keeping him here to just paint. Words per sentence, max 15 and 1, 647.41. Character centric, Lane, past tense, clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage, focused timeline. Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, Marmonts, hate, conflict. I would hate to be here. I mean, obviously, just for the craziness, but also just like if he's here writing, you're just at the whim of whatever the fuck he writes for you. Art is for analysis, not for admiration. It looks crazy. His head's on backwards. Okay, again. Organizational update. Moving forward, research for the lake house will be divided into 2 distinct projects. Project X 10032 AW, codename Arbutus, will focus on studying the writing of Alan Wake with Dr. Diana Marmont serving as project director. Okay, so AW, Alan Wake, and RL, Rudolph Lane. Project C43210, Rudolph Lane, codename Romnus, will focus on studying Redacted and his work with Dr. Jules, serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Patience is requested during this reorganization. The confidential facility matter and not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
The puppy. Okay. Got out here. One sec. All right, I think we're good. Spazzing out. All right, let's see. Let's see. Refinement process. The automated. Okay, so ATD, the automated typing device, will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known para-utilitarian. The goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on similarity to Wake's original style. Pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. Content. The page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. Once pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power. Crazy. Too many people out here trying to play God out here. Crazy. Insane. Alright, what's going on over here? How you doing?
There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The marmots had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Project Artipus, or Arbitus. Official findings report. Edward Franklin Booker. Oh, okay, the Bookers. Born in New York, New York, currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Amitha Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of September 10th, 2023. Writer and director of 5 stage plays. Unsuccessful. Confirmed artist, designation author, playwright. Disclaimer. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous.
It became trapped,
Okay, Tamitha Madison Booker, born in Atlanta, Georgia, currently resides in New York, New York, married to Edward Franklin Booker. No known children or dependents, no paracriminal affiliations found. Okay, located in Bright Falls, Washington, as of September 10th, 2023. Author of 3 commercially successful true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist designation altered poet.
It became trapped.
Disclaimer. Background investigation performed in this very short amount of time for instruction. as a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. Okay. Got their file in the booker.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
I don't have clearance too. This is crazy, man. They just got this shit set up like this. Maintenance and repair. What we got here? Project Arbutus in 2022. Content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself or my biases into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmon, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. The page we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmon, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. The reports are passed in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing this from, get his information? Or was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. If it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity are theirs to control?
March 7th, 2018. Notes regarding Dr.
Hartman.
Founder of the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he manipulated artists in an attempt to control the power of the shadow. I've gone through his notes, which were confiscated by the Bureau after his arrest in 2010. Overall, Hartman's work was sloppy. Complete disregard for proper scientific method. But he was bold enough to try something we haven't. Our procedural writing machines are promising, but we could understand the effects of Cauldron Lake's threshold much better by observing live artists in action. Thanks to Hartman, we even have a list of prospects. Next step is to send Dr. Darling a request to bring some into the lake house for analysis.
We got here. Okay. Okay. Not copy Wake manuscript pages. It is crazy. There's level 2, don't have that. Production archive. Got here. Bullets. There's some bullets. And then here, okay. And over here. Okay, let's read this. Progress report, typewriter brand investigation. Investigation into the precise brand and model of typewriter used by Alan Wake. The intent to use this particular brand for redacted in the ATDs continues to be unsuccessful. Sources contacted with discretion. Wake's publishing house, no useful information. Wake's agent refused to discuss client matters. Wake's spouse refused to discuss. Redacted, no useful information. Checked all available online interviews, publications, elements pertaining to Alan Wake, no useful information. The relevant team will continue to explore alternative sources of information. The ATDs will continue to be operated with the available typewriters until Wake's preferred brand is known. Theoretically, replicating Alan Wake's style of writing via the same brand of typewriter used by the author should yield optimal results. Project director has indicated that a similar investigation should be launched into the brand type of ink used in Wake's typewriter. And if you're trying to replicate it, you want it to be exact, so. Yep. Guess we'll try over here. Oh, fuck. We got paint. In there? Nope. Shit.
Shit. I can never say no to extra firepower.
Hey, and I got another little bit of storage too. Nice.
Back where I started.
What?
Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release. This contrived overlap rebounded on itself.
Same thing still, but the bookers. Yep. Yep.
Compounding, reflecting, and refracting.
All right. Quick save, get some loot. Hell yeah. Nice. All right, let's get in there. Probably got to mess some people up. What's up? Who's she grabbing from the bag? Oh, that's a big ass dude. Oh, we don't do this. I heard your ass. Oh, you crazy bitch! What you doing so fast, bro?
stuff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Bro. Takes a lot of ammo, man. Oh shit, I gotta here we go. Can I loot that dude? Maybe he's got the key card? Probably not, but that was crazy. Oh, hold on, what's this? Hell yeah, I'll take that. All the help I can get. Thank you. All right, back into the loop. I don't think the light works on the paint.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us. But about what? I mean, what does it mean? This page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's...
Ooh, oh, here we go. All right, what we got? Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and get that. Heck yeah. Thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. What's up? Who's in here? Oh shit, I don't like that. That's crazy.
What is that?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, we do have clearance. Go on. Use this. Get me a level 2 clearance card. Oh man, I hate that I can't do shit while carrying this. It's too quiet. It's too damn quiet, bro. Bring it back to the other one now. I don't like this. Fuck. Man. Tense. A little tense right now.
Uncontrollable shifting phenomena.
Okay. Power. No power. Where do I need to put it? Oh. Take this out, this one off. Oh. Why'd you put the flashlight down, girl? What did the hell? You know what's going on right now? Now it's fixed. Okay. Go. Oh, okay. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
You again. What happened to you? Did the people here do this to you?
Okay.
Alanwake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there. You said marmots before. Do they do this? Where are they now?
Misery!
Tell me where they are. Christ. It's fixated on the marmots. What did they do?
Take this map. There's a bunch of new stuff. Okay. 2 break room. So I guess now we try to go back here. Or 3 for that. Or no, that is where 3 is. Find out how to get in that door. Okay. Can we go here? Can we try it again?
A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
That's on 2?
Level 2.
There we go. Work this time.
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
Bring an observation. Gotta lift the level wide lockdown. Okay. Doing in there. Alright. Alright. Look at this map. Okay, not too much. Too much. Interview and the control center. Alright, we in there.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Okay. 3. Can't do that. Crazy. There's a computer that works. Guy's tweaking.
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Project Ramnus. Did I get in there? Artibus. Arbitus. Sticky notes. Finalized text. 0% effort today. Bitch, I will bop, bop, bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here. Don't be doing that. What's wrong with you? Hold on now. Before we let these crazy ass people out, I guess we should keep exploring in here while it's, assuming, safe?
I wonder what happened here.
Broke the hell out, that's what happened. Yeah. This.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate.
Holy
No more
shit.
drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He
Damn.
wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
That's crazy. Damn, bro. The freaking letter opener? That's wild. Project Ramnus. Subject condition report. Background information. Rudolph Lane, subject P, has shown a decline in redacted over the past several months. Initially, this redacted presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude toward art has also undergone a change lately. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. The past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects or landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether the sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. Subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate that there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, this team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further in his position. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmon, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. Subject's attitude does not improve, that low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, now, you love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just the classic artist slump. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Ah, Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No, that's... I am feeling better. Much better. I will paint. Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Okay, so he mentioned that Dr. Hartman also helped. So I don't remember, was Rudolph Lane in the first game? Must be, right? Another one. Work order. Wall removal and transport. Location sublevel 2, lane cell. Ordered by Marmon. Jules, co-head of research. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sublevel 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Tools required. It's not my job to know which tools you need to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Details. Important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. Wonder if that's the painting we keep seeing. Art, writing, painting, music, poetry, rhymes, sculpture. Sculpture would be crazy. Art, dancing, movies, TV, theater, puppets, martial arts. About Night Springs. Not art. About cooking, baking, knitting, speaking, rock stacking, bullshit charts like this. Heels. Sewing, graffiti, graffiti, graffiti. Right? Yeah. Heard a phone. Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. Ametha Booker, her work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. Edward Booker, less successful than Tamitha. The theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Yo, what? That's crazy.
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
Holy shit. They really fucking detained them.
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
That's crazy.
No, we cannot. I'm Agent Kieran Estevez. I'm with the government and I need your name.
I'm Ed Booker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here. So can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
You know what the fuck is going on out here?
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15, 20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy, man. There's subjects inside, keep door closed at all times.
Capitalism, which means the flashlight is the power of the artist. Sheer creativity tearing through the shadowy cloak of corporate cookie-cutter bullshit. Killer metaphor. This is good stuff. The style's a little clipped. I can work with
Dude, I can't believe he's in here. That's wild.
Speaks to climate change, oppression, the disenfranchisement of immigrant minority populations. Lots of heavy themes in a dark sci-fi wrapper. Love it.
He's potentially dangerous. That's crazy. I mean, it's true because he's a writer, but initial review. Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house, the shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Crazy. He's just in there. Continue the story from page ID alanwake-002. Match the tone, style, and content of that as closely as possible. Crack was an emotional one, a line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low, weighed down with the burden of purpose. Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with himself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, pouring himself a generous serving. He kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen somewhere like this before, but where? Jules! Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. He was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door, to his wife. Okay. Oh my god, this guy. I can't. Yep, that one. We've seen that. We have seen that one as well. High Day. We have seen that one. Missing Black Rock. We saw that one. Holy shit. Jules just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember when we just made fun of his stupid project names and science factoids? Simpler times. You really did that? Diana is gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those two are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You'd really leave me here all alone? You can have weekly gossip calls, promise. Crazy. This shit's getting wild in here. He has no idea what the hell's going on out here. Got a bathroom, of course. Okay. What else we got out here? Oh, we got some loot. Talking about pies? Who's talking about pies? You go for pies? How you doing?
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
There's a lot of enemies. Shit. Alright. That's all that. Let's go ahead and head over here then. Crazy stuff. Hey, doing? So, are you sleeping? Got a kitchen. Nice, nice. In the woods. Alright. Okay. Doing? Got a little safe room out here. Else in here? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. All right. Quick little save. Yep. Where we at? We're over here. So we got this over here, and then a bunch of doors out here. All right. See if we can unlock this floor. Control center. Over there. Okay. And anything on these desks? Hey, keycard 2. Don't be alive.
A higher access card. Sorry, but I need this.
Someone's out there. Oh shit, they got out.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Oh, catalog of Rudolph Lane production for painting session on redacted. Black circular shape among yellow lines. An uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground with jagged yellow-brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other or bleed into the black circle. Lone tree at night. A dark green tree, pine, standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. Empty road and forest. Dark gray streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The gray streak is likely to be a road due to its location, color, and the way its width produces in line with the perspective. Small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt page retrieval. Okay. Yellow crescent shape on blank canvas. A curved yellow shape in a roughly crescent shape painted onto an otherwise empty canvas, possibly a crescent moon or banana, unfinished piece. Red, yellow, and green circle. 3 uneven circles, 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green, roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black gray with dark red streaks along the border of the canvas, possibly a traffic light. Cityscape with blue-gray sky. Gray vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city, in the bottom third of the canvas with a vivid blue-gray sky. Geometric shapes painted in a thin white lines can barely be made out among the colors of the sky. Black void. A deep black void covering the entire canvas with a few small specks of dark or light gray able to be seen on close inspection. Large variety of black spirals. Large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to that of a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank aside from the spirals. Round shape with horns. Round shape, vaguely triangular with what are presumably horns extending from the shape. Likely an animal head. Possibly a deer or elk, black background. Okay. Has to do with these. Damn, how am I supposed to know from these? Everyone. Oh wait, hold on. 2-4. One's also got a 2-4. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to know this password here. I mean, it probably has to do with this, but oh, this is a tough one. Probably has something to do with see, that one has yellow. I'm gonna try just the ones with yellow, maybe. I don't know. Yellow 42. 4224 or 422424. Try that. 4224.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well, that was my cracking skills for that one. I'm gonna tell you that one right now. That is just crazy. I know the cipher for that. Keycard 2, what's up, man? We got clearance. How you doing? Seems like you have Saga's power-ups since he got stunned from the double headshot. Nothing on this table. This right here. 9/14/23. I made that reservation for our anniversary, which is I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Have a good day. Week from Friday. Number. Passwords not used. Okay. Week from Friday. This Friday. 9/14. Gonna be 09/23/23. Oh, wait, what? It's just open. I just found out what happened to Trisha. Jules fucking fired her. Knew it. She was way too vocal in last week's all hands meeting. He had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Do you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're fenced off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Our anniversary is the base numbers, then black void. Base numbers. Okay. Yeah, the Marms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana set Jules' background to a big old turd or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. Password you sent didn't work. Black void is 44, right? The list of Lane's paintings. I need to get in or this is going to be a total waste of Wednesday. 44 is right, yeah? So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary, plus brown shape with horns. Love you. So it should be today, because today is the 14th. Hey, what are we doing? Come on, what are we doing? Maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. So brown shape with horns. Okay. Plus, so 0923, brown shape with horns. Blue flower, red thorns. With horns, 25. 0923, 25. 0923.
Come on.
So 2309 5.
Right.
Week from this oh, Friday 22. I was looking at Saturday the whole time. 092225. Here we go.
There.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile. Fucking radios. They're on floor 1. I'll need help.
Level 1, okay. Let's check the mail out first, at least. Missing Blackrock, security reminder, we read those. Mr. Kingston, I'm writing because I have serious concerns about safety protocols being disregarded across the facility. Hello, what's up? How you doing? And chill out. I have collected a list of violations that I've personally observed. I can send this to you. My opinion on the matter is that both Dr. and Dr. Marmont are driving this facility staff into progressively more reckless behavior. Good day, Trisha Howard. Oh, Trisha got fired. Hello, Ms. Howard. Thank you for sharing your opinion. All facility operations and safety measures are under the purview of the heads of research. If you have a complaint, please file it directly to them or contact the Bureau's acting management team in Dallas. Thank you. Mr. Kingston, I thought we reported to the acting management team in Kansas. I have reached out to them about this issue multiple times and gotten no response. Even if they did respond, we all know they don't have the staff to investigate every internal issue after the oldest house went into lockdown. I believe the Marmots are knowingly using this state of chaos to their advantage. Our treatment of research subject is in the clear violation of the Ash Act. These are punishable offenses. If you do not open an internal investigation, then I will resign. Okay. Well, that's what happened to her. All right, let's try to see if we can go ahead and finish this floor. Take a look at the map. Have a couple of... Well, we can't get in there. Oh, you're back? How you doing? Hello. Hello. Ridiculous. Doing. So yeah, we just need to get... We need a key card for 3, but... Oh, well, we know where it is. But that's not a level 2 door. But we can at least explore the rest of this place. Or this floor, I guess. Oh, we got some... Was this not here? Did I not? Right. They're giving us some shit now. No, I'm gonna have to fight my way out. Pulling the shotgun out. Well, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, please. Oh man, okay. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Holy crap. Dark, tree, pond. Bunch of crazy shit going on here. Holy crap. Yeah, comprehensibility 5. Yeah, I'd say so. Okay, ATD progress review. Too much overlap between tone and style and merge. Word choice good but incomprehensible. Structural improvement. Repetition issue was solved with sufficient rounds of refinement. Refinement plus time equals progress. Style and tone prioritized over comprehensibility. Negative progress. Making progress again. Individual elements are strong, but ATD's lacking awareness and attention is a blocker. What? Attention is a blocker. How to correct. Input non-wake reference material. Source human subject. Use staff as writers. Risk of data skew. Need more wake reference material. Critical. Alright, let's see. Dark. Scream the darkness. A dark reminder of the dark's inner darkness. A well of darkness. A vortex like black paint. Darker and darker and darker. So dark the darkness could hardly see. Dark figure emerged from the darkness, facing the darkness with dark intent. A dark knife glinted in the dark darkly. Dark like the dark eye of a dark raven. Dark feathers rustling in the dark night sky. No moon. The moon had been eaten by the dark. Dark drank it in the sun. A dark moon rose over the dark sun that had set in the darkest darkness. The darkness darkened darkly, darkening the dark until it dimly darkened even the darkest dark. That right there is just great. But I see that we have the new Kingdom Hearts script right here, so that's good. Let's see. The rot snail beamed. A wooden grain bent from the owl. Egg mail. 4 forms in the glass eye and melt. A cracked page booked through from down in bark. I grow and longer with the lower dark sea. No one found. Egg mail heaven. Pour during out, he chin. when all scream in blue and an axe vermilion. The day is around. Flat across evening, the water murmurs in light bulb trees. Round the cat. The night glares in all streets. Coffee deers run. Beer drinks locks by windy cottages and maybe windy cottages and black fires in the same mirrors. A mist heavies in Panic Mountain. FFFF. The dark woods rattled darkly. Flashlight peered into the deep darkness and the dark shivered. Flashlight scowled. A woodsman came with an axe. Woodsman's teeth screamed. Flashlight screamed too and was cut in half. Blood mixed with the darkness. Dark blend. Pistol looked at a flashlight in shock. There was nowhere to run. He realized, but he ran anyway. He ran into the deep dark of the woods. Woodsman rattled behind them, bouncing through the trees. Pistol knew it and had nowhere to run. Pistol drew his pistol and turned to face his death. The woodsman emerged and Pistol opened fire. Pistol's pistol flashed in the dark night. Once, twice, thrice. The woodsman fell with a clatter. Pistol breathed. In and out. In and out. Pistol looked at each tree. In and out. It was safe. Pistol grabbed the woodsman's axe and plugged it into his pistol to charge it. He went to check on Flashlight. Pistol checked each half of Flashlight. She was dead. He knew it. Pistol screamed at the trees. The trees screamed back. Bro, that was great. That bottom page in the dark one was hilarious. Okay. Hold on, let me just reload my flashlight. What's going on in this room? Here we have an audio thing.
Had a thought today. A possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine, in our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
I really think the shadow is just messing with their marriage a bit. Good stuff. Here, nothing. All right. Nope. Head this way. Not dead? You're not dead? Hell no, we got a fast one. I need batteries. Bad. Oh, thank God, bro. Where you at? Alright. Thank you. Oh, hello. God, absolutely. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Check out these doors that we got here. Oh, shit, we can't get in that one. That's a 3. Try to get in that one. And oh, this is where the, oh no, the elevator's over here now. Oh no, it's over here. It moved over here. Okay. I got this door real quick. There was somebody in here. They still in here or what? Got out? Okay. They decided not to stay. Oh, hello. See that? It was invisible. We got here. Readings report, threshold activity. Readings collected over the last 48 hours show a rising increase in activity stemming from the Cauldron Lake threshold, likely indicating an imminent altered world event scenario. The highest recorded reading exceeded the safety limit, necessitating a general alert and requesting assistance from the assigned altered world event response team. However, no alert or contact with external teams has been made for the recent amends to this procedure. As specified, the monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either Dr. Marmot or Dr. Marmot has been received. Considering the rate of escalation that recent data indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends that the Altered World Event Response Team contacted immediately. Signed, Harrius Cruz, Threshold Analyst. Okay. Elevator. Oh. Oh, you fucking big bitch. Oh my god, bro, how you doing, man? You just sit like a little kid. Here we got an update on our map. Background report, Rudolph Lane. In 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in Altered World Event 35 while residing in the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. Okay, so he absolutely was the first game. I just don't really remember him. Lane was seriously injured during the Altered World event. He received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he was questioned and cleared by FBC staff. After the Cauldron Lake Lodge was seized and closed by the FBC, Lane moved to Watery, Washington, where he currently resides. Recent surveillance confirms he has no known personal relationships or affiliation with paranatural groups. As requested, the observation team has confirmed that Lane continues to paint as of the date of this report. Don't touch. Good. All right, I think we're done on this floor of interest. All right, man, we'll go check that out, I guess. We're done on this floor except for that, because we don't have a 3, but we need to get that first. Over here, these two were 2, so we can always head back to this floor. Go ahead and check that out. Get back in here. Where's the oh, I missed this? I must have missed this because I went around it the other way. Team notice. As you may know, a valued member of our team was recently reassigned off of Project Arbutus. Carla Livingston's designs and engineering expertise were a key part of the creation of the ATDs. Their contributions to the project cannot be overstated. Project team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Dr. Diana Marmont, would like to remind all team members that any directives or assignments from Dr. Jules Marmont have no bearing on Arbutus staff and should be ignored. Thank you for your attention. Okay. All right.
My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger.
Okay, cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up here. And we'll continue on to, well, you know, we'll probably go ahead and check this other floor first, just to get these 2 doors out of the way before we head back up to sublevel 1. But yeah, so go ahead and check that out in the next one. So I'll see you guys then.